Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making zucchini flowers, which, if you can see them, these are such a treat in summer and they're only available for a really short window of time and they can be kind of hard to find. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on some, then they are just like totally amazing and one of nature's gifts. These go by a few names. They can be called zucchini flowers because they're actually the flower that grows basically like from the top of the zucchini stem. They also are called squash blossoms because zucchini is a type of summer squash. And you might also see them called courgette flowers, courgette just being another term for zucchini. And they can even actually come attached to the courgette, usually when they're very small. Those are really, really amazing, and if you see those, they are totally worth picking up, even if they tend to be a little bit on the pricey side. The flowers are pretty mild in taste, and they have this really nice sweetness that does taste similar to zucchini, but like a floral zucchini. It's very popular in Italian culture, and I actually didn't even know that you could buy these. I thought that the only place I would ever get them was from my Nona's garden up until I was like a teenager and I saw them at a farmer's market. I think my mom brought a basket of them home or something, and I was so shocked that you could actually buy them. I'd never seen them in a store before. And this is a lot of flowers because they're really tightly packed in there. Like this is a very hearty supply of flowers. It was actually full up and I already ate a ton of them because I couldn't help myself before making this video. And I often see them prepared like, you know, on social media or on food cooking shows, stuffed. A lot of people do like to stuff them with cheese. I'm anaphylactic to dairy, so that's not gonna be on this video, but okay, my very professional cooking setup is ready. All right. I'm gonna prepare just a little bowl of flour. I'm using spelt flour. You can use, honestly, a lot of different types of flour for this. You can use all-purpose, you can use oat flour, you can use a 1-to-1 gluten-free flour mix. It doesn't really matter. I would suggest not using coconut flour if you're doing gluten-free because it's gonna be too granular. Then I'm just gonna really gently wash the flours and kind of open them up and make sure that there's no little bugs in there or anything like that, but leaving them fully intact. I don't actually know what this burner is doing. I feel like I might have to alter my plan a little bit. And this is what the flour looks like inside. So this is like this yellow thing, very scientific name, and then the flour. So you can also like open it up and get more floured surface, which is also good. Pop them in. And then while those are going, I'm just gonna do a few more. I decided to switch my setup because I couldn't actually hear buzzing because I have tinnitus, however you say it, but I felt like something was beeping. Like I could hear the vibration of something beeping and it was kind of weirding me out and bothering me, and I didn't know like what the burner was doing. So yeah, that was weird. I'm just gonna carry on my usual stove. I just like lightly coat them in flour. You don't need a ton of excess flour on them. Just keep it really light. My first batch was a little bit sacrificed because as I was moving stations, the oil cooled down. I'm still gonna eat them, obviously, but the second batch is gonna be a lot better. I find that the best place to find zucchini flowers is your own garden if you're growing zucchini, because then you have them on demand and that's awesome. Or at Italian grocery stores or Italian farmers markets. And just line a plate with a paper towel and let these guys drain off a little bit, and then hit them with some good sea salt. And that's it, recipe 1 complete. These are just like amazing as a snack. I don't know if your camera's so low. These are amazing as a snack. They're just like crispy, flavorful, they're just incredible. Like I just love them so much. And yeah, so I'm gonna eat them now. They're really hot. I might regret this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make zucchini fritters using my vegetable marrow. And I'm going to actually peel it because the outside of this one is pretty gnarly, so I'm going to just get rid of the outside because there's a lot of dirt caught in all the crevices and I wasn't able to wash it out. And I just don't want to have like a grainy texture to these fritters. And now I'm just gonna grate it. And I've tried this recipe blending or pulverizing in the food processor versus grating, and I just find that the texture comes out a lot better with the grated versions because it really does draw the moisture out of the vegetable marrow in a different way. And when I did it in the food processor, it just, it blends it into little chunks, and the little chunks like took a lot longer to cook through, and they're just a little bit of a mess. So I just found that the grating method works a lot better. If you have a food processor that has a grater attachment, then totally use that because that's gonna save you a lot of time. If your squash is any bigger than this, it might have a lot of large seeds. So if that's the case, like often when people make homegrown, or when people grow zucchini themselves, they let them grow like to be baseball bats. So if that's the zucchini that you're working with, then scrape out the really moist, seedy interior portion and just use like the more meaty side of it. I have about a half cup of grated zucchini, and I'm gonna use, I would say, about a half teaspoon of garlic. I like things really garlicky. If you don't like things super garlicky, then just suit it to your taste preference, but about a half teaspoon should be good. About a quarter teaspoon of salt. Then we need a half teaspoon of baking powder and a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. So then I have my same nice big non-stick pan. The pan is nice and hot, and now I'm just going to dollop in some of my zucchini batter. You can make these pancakes whatever size you want. I just think that they work a bit better as small little fritters, but it's up to you. They're like crispy on the outside and really fluffy and tender on the inside. And they're very forgiving. Like honestly, even if your measurements are a little bit off, it's just really simple, like really easy recipe. And if you do use a green zucchini, I find it's a little bit prettier because then you can see all those nice flecks of green. But even with the vegetable marrow, like these still look incredible. And now I just need to hit them with like a good amount of sea salt because salty is always better, just like it says on my necklace. So a little bit of that. And that's it, they're done. I hope you get a chance to make these in your own kitchen, especially the zucchini flowers because they're incredible. And if you have a few extra flowers, you can always chop them up and add them to your fritters because that's delicious too. So thanks again for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel so that you can watch all of my videos, and please like this. And that's all for now. Bye.